The East Neuk of Fife is famous for its coastlines and picturesque fishing villages. Due to its location, the area gets less rain and more sunshine than other parts of Scotland. Although you might not believe me, as I didn't get the best weather on this trip. Ely is a great place to go for a swim. I did my first ever sea swim here. It was a charity event that had been advertised as a 1 mile swim in a flat, calm bay. Unfortunately for me, the remnants of a Caribbean hurricane had raced across the Atlantic just in time for the swim start. The wind was fierce. In fact, it was so fierce that the Women's Open Golf Championship at nearby St Andrews cancelled the day's play because fears for the safety of fans and players. Upon hearing that the golf was cancelled, I fully expected my sea swim to be cancelled too. If it was unsafe on land, then it was definitely unsafe to be in the sea. I stood on the beach hoping until the last moment the organisers would see sense and postpone the event. A whistle was blown and the swim began. I managed to survive, but it was atrocious conditions. The only good thing to come out of it is that in comparison, any swim since has seemed tame. This walk is in Silverburn Park in Leven. It was recommended by a local. He said he used it every day in COVID lockdown to take his daughter in her pram for a walk. It starts off with a nice path through gorse alongside the golf course. There's an old saying, when gorse is out of bloom, kissing is out of season, which basically means kissing is never out of season, as gorse is always in bloom somewhere in the UK. The Scottish Boys Championship is taking place on the golf course. I once went to a wedding of a man who was Scottish Boys Champion. In his speech he said the wedding was the second best day of his life. The best day is when Tiger Woods won the Masters. I suppose to be good at any sport you have to make it your number one priority, but I'm not sure his wife was too happy about it. Months of teething. The walk is about 4 miles. The second part is along the Fife coastal path next to the beach. It was mostly prammable, but there was a couple of bits which were tricky to manoeuvre. The Fife coastal path runs for over 183 kilometres through the varied landscapes of Fife. Whenever we visit, we like to do a section of it. I've done about 90% of the route. It starts in Kinross and then heads along the Forth Road Bridge. This is probably the most boring section. Personally, I'd skip that bit and just start at the Forth Road Bridge instead of Kinross. The section from Leven to St Andrews is the most scenic part of the route. The bus links up all the towns, so what I would normally do is park the car at the end of where I'm heading to and then take a bus to the start, and then you either run or walk back to the car. Today we decided to do a section we'd not done before. It was from Newport-on-Tay to Balmerino Abbey. I used to live on a street called Balmerino Drive, and I didn't know it was because there was a place called Balmerino. The abbey was founded in 1229 and is home to one of Scotland's oldest trees. The weather was cold and grey. The Tay Bridge was covered in fog and I couldn't see Dundee on the other side of the Tay. The path wasn't great, it was muddy and wet, but it is well signposted, so at least it was easy to find our way.
Talk. There's a bit of drama there. I think Doc saw something, like a deer, pulled the lead snapped, and then he absolutely legged it. I've just spent 10 minutes wandering the forest, trying to find him. Thankfully, my wife's just found him further up the track. Oof. Thought we weren't going to get back there. Pardon? Best time of his life. Very tired, dog. Look, I found your ball, which you left behind.
No wonder, you're a good girl.
But he lost our ball and lost brother. Oh, you need a rest now. You're tired. Any reason for that? Does that look like the best run you've ever had? Okay.
Yes.
After the walk we decided to pop into Dundee and check out the V&A Museum. Was it any good? No, it was rubbish. It's a nice building, but the content was pretty poor. If you're in Dundee, go and check out the McManus Museum instead. It's 5 minutes walk from the V&A and it's much better. The last walk was West Lomond from Craigmead to Car Park. This is a pretty easy hill walk, except for the last section, which is quite a steep, short climb. There are lots of nice walks around here, so you can make it longer and add on East Lomond and bits of Falkland. It's a nice area for a walk when the weather is nice, but it was a bit cold and windy on this visit. Once you've done the hill, go to the nearby Pillars of Hercules Cafe. They were the first place in Scotland to do organic farming, and they do a great soup and sandwich deal.